The news at 5:30 starts right now.
The rain and lightning have moved on out of here, but it's still a little windy out there in San Antonio.
So when will those winds begin to die down, and what's next for San Antonio? We'll check in with meteorologist Katie Blake in a moment. But first, lightning is believed to have played a role in forcing a family out of their home this morning. The damage estimated at $75,000.
Firefighters called to that home in Converse this morning, arriving to fire and smoke coming from the attic. Our Jonathan Cotto joins us now live from the scene.
Neighbors say they heard an explosion go off the moment lightning hit the roof of that two-story home. The family of that home now displaced. City of Converse Chief Luis Valdez says several fire teams arrived here at the 8,000 block of Dusty Ridge just before 10 this morning. One adult and two children were inside the home. Chief Valdez says the family did manage to make it out of the home safely. He says damages are indicative of a lightning strike, but this fire remains under investigation.
In speaking to the residents, they were home at the time. They heard a loud booming sound. The power went out. They stepped outside and saw smoke and fire from the top of their house.
Valdez says Converse firefighters worked to extinguish the flames along the Randolph Air Force Base, Live Oak, and Schertz fire departments. According to Valdez, the fire teams were able to fight the fire from within the home, preventing further structural damage. He says the home can fortunately be rebuilt, but is currently unlivable. The family is hoping their insurance can help with the repairs. Reporting live, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12. Tim, Courtney.
Thank you, Jonathan. Let's take a live look outside with TransGuide on this Sunday afternoon. The skies are clear now. Much of the roads have dried out since then. The wind still rolling through San Antonio.
And meteorologist Katie Blake tracking today's weather. So, Katie, what can we expect down the line now? I feel like we've seen a little bit of everything.
No kidding. A little something for everyone today. The rain this morning and those little thunderstorm cells that really kind of overperformed. Now it's beautiful out there. 73. The air is much drier today than it was yesterday, and winds are finally starting to relax. So this evening, not as windy, still a touch breezy at times. You'll notice at 7 p.m. winds still about 5 to 15 miles per hour. But after sunset, those winds are really going to settle down, and this carries us into a really great day tomorrow. The weather's going to be wonderful on Monday. We do have another front coming through Tuesday night. That'll bring another shot at some isolated rain, and yet another windy day coming up middle of this week. We'll talk about all this and much more in the full forecast. That'll be along in just a bit, guys.
We'll see you then, Katie. Thank you so much. New at 5:30, a fugitive caught crossing state lines. Investigators catching up with the wanted man here in San Antonio. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office released this picture of 37-year-old Gregory Boston this weekend. Investigators say he initially left the state of New Mexico following a suspicious death in Albuquerque. He also has 2 federal warrants for possession of a weapon, firearm, and a warrant from New Mexico for armed robbery. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says information led investigators to the east side of San Antonio to a home on Glenbrook. He was taken into custody and is now in the process of being extradited back to New Mexico to face those charges.
Other top stories we're following now. The search is on for a couple accused in a stabbing incident. Police say a man and a woman showed up to an apartment just west of downtown on San Marcos Street around 3:30 this morning. Investigators say the woman got into an argument with her ex-boyfriend who lived at the complex. That's when the woman's new boyfriend stepped in. Police say he stabbed the ex twice. The couple drove away from the scene and the victim was taken to the hospital. And take a look at this video shot overnight. A man and his woman inside a truck taken to the hospital when someone hit them from behind. Police say the truck was parked on the shoulder of Highway 151 near Westover Hills when it was hit just after midnight. The driver of the other vehicle was cut out of their vehicle and also taken to the hospital. Investigators now trying to figure out if alcohol played a factor.
Let's get you caught up on the latest now on yesterday's hours-long standoff. Police announcing the 17-year-old involved faces a second-degree felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Officers responded to the property on O'Connor Cove around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Police say the teen attacked his mother with a knife after she refused to give him some money. The mother managed to escape with a cut to her shoulder. Her other children were also able to make it out of that home safely. The standoff ended around 11 o'clock last night when that teen was finally arrested.
Well, like almost everything else, the pandemic pushed back an Easter tradition last year, but could camping plans make a comeback this year?
When we do make that decision, it will be made out of an abundance of caution with the current health guidance and conditions at the time.
The city plans to make the decision this week. For years, families in San Antonio have gathered in park spaces, claiming their piece of land where they can camp and celebrate the Easter holiday. Parks closed for Easter weekend last year for the first time as the pandemic raged on. For now, the number of cases is on the decline and vaccinations are on the rise, but we will have to wait and see what happens next. And a reminder, all adults in Texas will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine starting tomorrow. There are multiple ways to sign up for a vaccine, whether it's through a mass vaccination site, pharmacy, or other private providers. We have all of those options on our website right now, just at KSAT.com.
Also happening this week, the Expo Hall at Freeman Coliseum expected to welcome unaccompanied children who turn themselves over to agents at the border. Buses will be used to transport those children to the facility. The Expo Hall, we're told, can hold up to 2,400 children, though it's unclear right now just how many children will actually be sent here. There will be security both inside and outside of the facility, and children will take a COVID-19 test before they arrive here in San Antonio. That testing then will continue every 5 days. The goal will be to get the children housed with a family member within 7 days or into a licensed care facility if a relative cannot be found. Tonight on the Night Beat, new images from the border showing smugglers helping dozens of migrants across the Rio Grande River. Our crews were there as rafts of family made their way into Texas in the dead of night. We hear from some of those migrants who have made it across tonight on the Night Beat.
Still ahead on the news at 5:30, a report of a tornado during severe weather in East Texas. Several communities have been impacted. The new details coming up.
And the Biden administration set to unveil a new package aimed at several improvements. The challenge it faces if it hopes to pass Congress. Next on the news at 5:30.
President Joe Biden set to unveil the second big legislative push of his administration. The Build Back Better package calls for roughly $3 trillion worth of new spending. There are two focal points: improving U.S. infrastructure like highways and bridges, and then also home-based issues.
Healthcare, childcare, addressing that. It's a crisis right now. The number of women who have left the workforce, he wants to help to address that.
Biden says it would create millions of jobs, but it could also be difficult to pass since it includes tax increases. That's something Republicans in D.C. are already pouncing on. White House aides say the tax increases will target corporations and the wealthy without affecting Americans who make less than $400,000 per year.
Take a look at this. New details following a reported tornado and severe weather in East Texas overnight. One woman killed in the city of Deadwood after a tree fell onto her home there. Homes were also damaged in Carthage and several other communities. A twister was reported to rip through a field near the Louisiana state line. The National Weather Service sent teams to the area to survey the damage.
Frightening weather in far east Texas. Meanwhile, here at home, we had a few very small storms early this morning. They did produce some small hail. We did get reports of some small hail in places like Windcrest early today, but as you can see, plenty of sunshine this afternoon. So it turned out to be a pretty nice day for us here in the Alamo City. Checking on the aquifer, not much movement in the past day. It's up just 1/10 of a foot in the past 24 hours. And if you haven't seen the pollen count, you may have felt it by now. Oak is high today, and it leads a laundry list of allergens, 7 of them today, including mold, which is moderate with a count of 530. Beautiful weather tomorrow, but another front Tuesday night. We'll talk about that coming up next.
Just as all those oak tassels are called catkins, right? Or something like that. Whatever they are. The stringy things that look like, 70s carpet when they fall over the place. They got a good shake last night from all that wind is what I'm trying to say, and much of it's already on the ground.
Yeah. Shag carpet.
Shag carpeting.
Yeah, there you go. From Mother Nature.
There's an official term for it.
Mother Nature shag carpeting is what we're now going to call it.
Justin Horn, if you're watching, he knows what they're...
I think they're catkins or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up while we do this. Should have looked it up beforehand.
Yeah, a good shake of the oak, that's for sure. The number, as you just saw, is high today. I'm sure it will stay elevated into the day tomorrow as well. But after all the wind, it's really turned out to be a pretty nice late afternoon. afternoon here for us. 73 at the airport, 74 at Kelly, 75 at Stinson. And check out those wind speeds there. Winds have finally started to relax late this afternoon after being gusty pretty much all day. Our sustained wind speeds are generally about 5 to 15 miles per hour, and even our gusts are really starting to relax. These gusts have really fallen off the board just within the last hour or so. So as we head into the evening hours, winds will certainly settle down and they'll be light all the way through much of the day on Monday. Now, we did have that rain move through. It has been slowly filtering out to the southeast during the day today. We've still got a good amount of cloud cover down from places like Cotulla or just east of Cotulla to some of our coastal Bend counties here. And as we zoom in, still some light shower activity well south of Three Rivers there in Live Oak County up through B County into Goliad as well. Heaviest of the rain here has really started to filter out, but there's still some light rain well down to the south, and all this cloud cover that remains well to the south of Highway 90. Look what that's doing to temperatures. Beeville, you're stuck under clouds. You've had the rain today. You're at 57. It's 58 in Laredo with cloud cover. Everyone else under sunny skies has seen temperatures be able to climb into the mid to upper 70s. It's 81 in Del Rio. So big spread in temperatures today because of that cloud cover and those showers down to the south and to the east. So as we head through the rest of the evening and tonight, those showers that are left well down to the southeast will continue to push off into the Gulf of Mexico. Then we'll be rain free for everyone tonight and mostly clear skies across much of the area tonight through early Monday morning. Temperatures will fall down into the 40s for the majority of us through early tomorrow. So we will get off to a pretty cool start in the morning. 48 here in San Antonio, 46 New Braunfels, low 40s up in the hill country. So a cool start to the day on Monday. No rain tomorrow. We will start to see maybe an increase in some mid and high level clouds in the afternoon and evening hours, but still plenty of sunshine on your Monday, and that'll put our temperatures back in the upper 70s, low 80s as we head into Monday afternoon. Something to note about tomorrow, the wind direction tomorrow morning 8 a.m. will still be northeasterly for us here in San Antonio, but look what happens during the course of the day. It becomes southeasterly. You know what that means. Moisture returns, and by Tuesday morning, we're looking at cloudy skies, some patchy drizzle, and even some patchy fog. So things are going to change a lot from Monday into Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon, a little bit of clearing. It'll be warm and humid. And then Tuesday night, our next front arrives. This is kind of a similar setup to what we saw last night. This frontal boundary coming in, it'll offer a chance of some isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. But this is going to bring in some cooler air for us and another windy day on Wednesday. So Wednesday, we're looking at temperatures only maxing out in the 60s, and it'll be windy once again. So really nice day for you tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful, a little cool in the morning, but we'll warm up to near 80 in the afternoon. And then right away Monday night, we'll bring the humidity back. Morning fog and drizzle on Tuesday. That next front Tuesday night, and then another windy and much cooler day on Wednesday. We do expect highs just in the mid to upper 60s Wednesday afternoon, guys.
I don't know if they're officially catkins when they're live oak trees, but they look like the same thing that the picture shows, so I'm going with that.
We'll take it.
All right. The Spurs really took the Bulls by the horn last night.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, for Spurs fans, this was definitely fun to watch. The Spurs shot 62% in the first half, 54% for the game. Their offense was clicking. So what was different last night compared to the games during their 4-game losing skid? And the Baylor Lady Bears are getting ready to take on Big Bad UConn. Coming up.
Shout out to Pop, man. Future Hall of Famer coach. I'm just thankful to be able to know him as a person and be coached by him.
Yeah, Spurs guard DeJounte Murray has nothing but love for Coach Pop in Big Board Sports. Last night is exactly what the Spurs needed, a win to snap their overall 4-game losing streak, including 3 straight at home. Tied at 7-all in the first quarter, the Spurs took off, building up a 36-point lead with some 4 minutes left in the third frame. At one point, the Spurs broke off an 18-0 run late in the second quarter. The Spurs take it by the final 120-104. Now, in their loss to the Clippers Thursday, the Spurs only scored a total of 85 points last night. They had that by the middle of the third. So Derek White was asked what changed offensively last night.
We just had good pace, good movement. Everybody was involved. Everybody was touching it, getting good looks from 3, just doing things that we were doing early in the year. We kind of went a little bit of a lull there, but it was good to get back on track.
Thursday night, White chipped a tooth against the Clippers. He said it's the 5th or 6th time that's happened to him. Last night he got smacked in the face, and then later on he drew a charge. He just throws his body in harm's way. Jakob Poeltl tied a career high 20 points last night, says that's what Derek is all about.
He's definitely one of those guys for us. He makes plays on defense everywhere on the court. He gets blocks, he gets strips, he leads us in charges. I think all these type of hustle plays, making a play out of nothing when it seems like they have an easy basket. That's Derek for us, and that's huge. Those are momentum plays, and they definitely get us going.
Coach Pop won't make a big deal about this, but last night he reached 1,300 regular season career wins, becoming the 3rd coach to join the 1,300 win club. So here's the top 5 NBA all-time leaders in regular season wins. Don Nelson is number 1 with 1,335. Lenny Wilkins is in 2nd place, 3 wins behind. And there's Greg Popovich, 1,300, 3rd most all-time in the regular season. So he's 36 from passing up Nelly. The Spurs released big man Marquise Chris per The Athletic to make room for veteran center Gorgie Ding once he clears waivers, as reported by Mark Stein. The Spurs traded for Chris this week, but he's been out this season recovering from a broken leg. Ding was recently bought out by the Grizzlies, and he was pursued by 8 teams, and he picked the Spurs. Let's check out overall number 1 Stanford facing number 5 Missouri State in the women's Sweet 16 at the Alamo Dome today. This game is all Stanford. First quarter in transition, Kiana Williams stops and pops a 3, and it's 14-3 Stanford. She was feeling it. Second quarter, Stanford's Ashton Prechtel blocks a shot down low. Haley Jones gets the ball and goes deep to Anna Wilson for a layup and the foul. And her big bro, Seattle Seahawks QB Russell Wilson, absolutely loves it. 3-point play, and Stanford leads 31-17. She scored 13. Late in the third, Kiana for another triple, and the Cardinal lead by 32. She scored 16, and Stanford is moving on 89-62. They'll face the winner of Oregon-Louisville, who play tonight at 6 in the Elite 8. 2 powerhouse programs, UConn and Baylor, will meet in the women's Elite 8. UConn beat Iowa 92-72 yesterday, and Baylor edged out Michigan 78-75 in overtime Saturday afternoon. In that game, Baylor's Alyssa Smith went 11 for 11 to lead the Bears with 24 points. Now, these two were scheduled to meet during the regular season, but that game was canceled after Baylor head coach Kim Mulkey tested positive for COVID-19. Now, the 2 programs will play for a spot in the Final Four.
We're very excited. An opportunity to play a top team is what we thrive the most. So, I mean, we're super excited to play that game. It's 2 programs that are very proud. I'm certainly not going to outcoach Gino, so our players better compete and try to outplay his players.
Number 2 Baylor, number 1 UConn will play tomorrow night at 6 in the Riverwalk Regional Final, and UConn is favored by 4. On the men's side of March Madness, the Houston Cougars are still dancing after they beat Syracuse 62-46 last night. Late second half, Houston guard Dejan Giroux gets a steal and goes the other way for the slam dunk, exclamation point, in the Cougars' Sweet 16 victory. It's the Cougs' first trip to the regional finals in 37 years, going back to 1984 during the Phi Slamma Jamma days.
37 years ago is irrelevant to our team. You know, our team is now. You know, these kids are now. People should be worshiping this team. Should be not worshiping. You should worship God, but people should heap in praise on this group of kids. This is about this group of kids, and what they've accomplished, and what they've worked to accomplish. I'm proud of them.
Number 2 Houston Cougars will face 12th seed Oregon State in the Elite 8. Tomorrow night at 6:15. Tonight on Instant Replay, we go one-on-one with San Antonio boxer Vincent Ciordia. He's been training to represent the Philippines national boxing team in the Summer Olympics, but the COVID-19 pandemic shut him down twice. Sure, he's disappointed, but he's keeping a positive attitude. He was born and raised in the Philippines, and he moved to San Antonio when he was 14. That's tonight at 11 on Instant Replay.
We'll look forward to it. Thank you, Larry.
You got it.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
All right, as you get ready for the week, more changes over the next 3 days. Nice tomorrow, humid again by Tuesday, and then cooler and windy Wednesday behind another front Tuesday night. We'll be here to keep you updated over the next few days. Guys.
And if you heard annoying humming during the show, it's my microphone. It only happens to me. We're trying to figure it out. I think I'm haunted.
It's not actually him, though.
It's not me.
Thanks
That's
so
all of
much
our time. We'll see you back here for the Night Beat.